Welcome to this week's edition of the Volunteer Corner. I have with me Kirsten Knight, who's one of, we have amazing volunteers, but she's just another one of those amazing volunteers and a bit in a different position. So I'd like to introduce you to her. We're standing in the food prep area, which is where we do some food packaging. So I'll ask Kirsten about that as well. But Kirsten, yes. How long have you been with the food bank?
I've been with the food bank for about 4.5 years.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm, I know.
My goodness,
2020.
2020. It felt like you actually just started like not too long ago.
Yeah.
And Kirsten's in a really, really unique role. So what is that you do for the food bank?
Well, volunteer groups come into the food bank either through the sign-up lists online, or they're with a company, or they're with a school, or different other things. And they require somebody to kind of coordinate the group. So myself and Christine Nelson, my friend who actually got me volunteering here, we do that. So we meet the group at the back door and we tell them where they're going to be working and help them throughout their shift.
Yeah, so we've actually met Chris, which is great. So the whole aspect of, oh my goodness, there's the paging system. Welcome to the food bank. There's always something going on. So the main responsibility you have is actually supervising groups of anywhere from 5 to 6 volunteers to as many as sometimes 20 to 25 to 30. Sometimes, I've seen you do school groups as well.
The school groups
it's
are
been
fun.
crazy. Yeah. So we have the whole component of volunteers who run the operation, but then we have a whole number of other volunteers that come in on an ad hoc basis. So it really requires somebody special, A, who knows what they're doing, and B, can deal with people. So, so why do you like it? So I shouldn't say why, I should say, what do you like about it?
Yeah. Meeting so many different people that, first of all, the people that work here are amazing and the volunteers are amazing. And it's a very positive, wonderful place to volunteer. And that's partly because of it trickles down from the leadership, I think, which is this one.
No, actually, we have amazing volunteers. We're really grassroots, and it actually trickles up.
Oh, very nice.
Which is great.
Very nice. Yeah. The volunteers that come in, some of them are grade 6 students with their group, all the way up to retired people. There's a lot of students from Fanshawe and Western that come in. There's lots of volunteers that are new to Canada that are coming to the food bank because they are grateful to be here and want to help out.
Yep.
And every single time I come in, it's a different group of people. Sometimes it's people that have been here for dozens of times and need no help. We just point them off to their jobs. And sometimes it's all brand new people who need training, and a lot of them end up becoming regulars because they like it here too.
Yeah. So what are some of the things you normally do?
Like I said, we meet them at the back door. We take them over to there's either sorting that they do, so we train them on that. They make
sorting
hampers.
Food?
Yeah, they make hampers, which are the dry goods that the families get. In here, they take larger bags of coffee and rice and put those into smaller portions so that we can give those out to families in smaller portions.
Yep.
There's all sorts of different jobs.
And this is the food prep area, so this is actually our food safety area as well. Yeah, so we've got a hand washing sink, we've got a food prep area, and the health unit actually inspects us all the time.
Right.
Health unit is really great, so we make sure if we're actually breaking things apart. And we do the low risk foods, right? Like rice, tea, coffee in particular. Right. It actually ends up okay. This is kind of an enclosed little room with lots of signs. Do you have a favorite job that you like to get people to do?
I think I like making hampers, and I think most people that come like doing the hampers. I think maybe they feel the connection with the people
a little bit more
at the front.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like grocery shopping, and you can kind of make a little box for the bag or a box for families, and that's what most people like. So you get your grocery cart and you get your list, and off you go, and you're filling it up and taking it up to the front.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Yeah. And what's great about that in the context of, particularly from a volunteer perspective, is there's always need for hampers to be made. Yeah, we can't, we can see anywhere between 200 to over 300 families.
Some very busy days.
Yeah, I think Monday this week was I think it was 317 families that came in. It was, it was really, really busy. And we couldn't serve them without great volunteers. So do you have why do you keep coming back?
Well, I stopped working several years ago, when my kids were little, and I wanted something else to do. I volunteered a lot at their school and with some other activities, but Chris Nelson had been volunteering here,
right.
And then in 2020, everybody was on lockdowns, but she said, "Do you want to come and help at the food bank?" Started doing that, and it's just a great place to be. And it's if you're going to volunteer, you might as well enjoy what you're volunteering.
I mean, I know earlier you said you love the people, which is great, but I'm sure there's a component of knowing that you're making a bigger difference in terms of in terms of
for sure. Everybody needs help sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. But also, someone like you had been really involved in the community already in terms of the school and others. Are there, and if there's the answer to this is no, we'll cut it out. Are there other things that you're doing? So are there other community initiatives you're part of right now, or is this? Do we suck up all your energy, which is great?
Yeah, right now I'm just doing the.
This is awesome.
So you can cut that out.
We'll cut that. We're going to cut that part out. No, I should have asked you that question before because so many people do other things. We kind of want to celebrate. Want to celebrate you. Okay, so So you talked a little bit about working with other folks and other people, and we've got some incredible staff, incredible volunteers, and I'm standing here in a Boston Bruins shirt because hockey tends to be one of those things that lots of people talk around here, and I'm having to wear this because back when there was playoffs, I bet one of the staffs that the Leafs would win. And the Bruins ended up winning, so I had to wear this. And I only am wearing it because of Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr.
Your favorite player too?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Here we are having this conversation.
I just knew this.
Anyway, but it is kind of, it's this joyful place, right? People are here making a difference, but we're still all trying to have a bit of fun while we do it in terms of those things.
Absolutely.
So you were here through Chaos, Chaos. Actually, you were part of Team Chaos. We split up into teams during the pandemic, Team Chaos. Is there any big changes that you've seen between that original time since when you started to now?
Just the volume of volunteers coming in and food going out. When there was government assistance for people during the pandemic, I believe the numbers were down here, so it wasn't quite as busy. But now, I mean, it's quite difficult out there for a lot of people to pay for food and everything else with what money they have coming in. So it's a very, very busy. I do the computer shift out front sometimes.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
in a pinch. And it's very, very busy out there. I think during the pandemic there was 2 computers running all the time, and now there's 4. And there's a lineup, a lot.
It is.
So it's very busy. It takes a lot of volunteers up there to make that section work.
So we've been celebrating obviously the volunteers and all the work that they do, but this is the community response, and we're helping 6,000 families directly, which is just amazing. So thank you for being actually a core part of the team, because by what you do, you take on responsibility of overseeing others. It allows staff to do other things. It's such an important part. And you become a lot more knowledgeable too, because I'm sure a lot of those folks ask you a lot of questions about what works why, and so you become one of our spokespeople. So do you ever want to go out and speak?
Absolutely not.
Sometimes we do have to twist arms for people to come and do this, but no, hey, okay. That's too bad.
Sorry.
But no, thank you, because the community comes down here, and they come down here a lot, and you're an amazing face. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we'll see you next week. There, that sounds that.